Hello everyone, Animation4, welcome back to some more FTB Continuum. We're gonna go back to space, because space is pretty cool. I don't know why, we just think it's cool. Bunch of quests lined up, mainly these two, and they both have a lot of words. So we're gonna start off with a bit of reading here. Before we do, I'm gonna actually finish one of them. We finally have a use for this dilithium. This dilithium was only obtainable with the tier 6 void miner. And so far, it's the only thing that's actually like... this is finally the point when... well, that's the output hatch. Go... this is finally the point when we actually get to use it. And it becomes useful and needed to continue. It hadn't mattered up to this point. No one cared. No one cared that we got the fancy miner. I did, but that's it. Right here, mass detector. That's what we need it so far. That's all we need. Quest complete. Okay, so this is data analytica. I had to make all this stuff. I have no idea what it is. I think I built a satellite. I think I put this stuff on the satellite. It says empty, but I don't know how to do that. Place a satellite builder with the power tap beneath it. All satellites need a satellite ID chip and a solar panel, either basic or large. I should have made a large one. Why'd they have to make a basic? Basic so basic. There are several types of satellites. Some collect data, some produce energy, and some do some other utility. There are 3 types of data you can collect: optics, composition, and mass. Insert the satellite chassis into the top left slot of the satellite builder GUI, satellite ID chip, and fill the I/O slots with data storage units, and fill the slots above those with either solar panels or batteries. Determine the type of satellite. Insert the item for the type in the top right slot. An optical sensor will collect data about how far away planets are. Composition sensor will collect data about what planets are made of, and mass detectors will collect data about a planet's mass. A satellite can only have one. Take the completed satellite and the programmed satellite ID chip out of the satellite builder and insert satellite into a satellite bay on a rocket. The satellite will be placed into orbit the next time the rocket launches. Fancy. You can launch an unmanned rocket using the rocket monitoring station. Unmanned rockets are basically the same as regular rockets, but without seats. Use the linking tool to connect the rocket monitoring station to the rocket. Inside the GUI, you can see the rocket's current altitude, velocity, and fuel level. Click the launch button to launch the rocket. You can ID chips of all kinds. Into the program set. Okay, let's try this. That was so many words. Also, I kind of stopped paying attention about halfway through because I thought of some really cool ideas how I want some of this stuff to set up. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so cool. Satellite terminal. Right here. Oop. Oop. No, I want the satellite builder, not the terminal. Oops. The satellite builder, that's what I'm trying to do. Oop. Got an X on it. No, don't get in. It needs power, but I think do you need a power input plug? Now, do you have power? How do I make a satellite builder? One sec. You like us? Put the power tap. Okay, with it beneath it. I miss. See, I got that part, but I didn't. It didn't register. Yeah, I should have to put the power tap beneath it. I'm like, yeah, plug it in. Satellite builder. Cool. The satellite goes here. And then satellite ID chip goes here. And then... oh, what happened to the I/O chip I made? I had to make like a little USB drive. I don't know where that went. So I'm going to put better solar panels in this. We have large solar panels, which are just 6 of them. But they are pretty cheap. So let me do some crafting. I think this is going to be an optical satellite. We'll see if we can get this going. Oh. Got little USB drives. Alright, I think that's it. This looks like power. I know it told me what all these slots were, but I think... building. Did it take the chip? I think it did take the chip. The optical telescope. Power generation 30. Data storage 3K. 3 kilobytes. Gee, this is the kilobyte USB stick. We are in old times. So I got the ID chip here, I suppose. Cool. So now I want to add a What? I need a satellite bay. I need that. No, that's a space station. I don't remember building a satellite bay. Is that the terminal? Probably satellite builder. Insert the satellite into a satellite bay on a rocket. Satellite bay. Okay, I didn't have to make that. I will make that now. All right, it's there. Now, satellite bay. Put it in. Gotta wait for it to fuel up. Actually, I think I have to relink it. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep. Nice and slow. Is there some way to speed this up? There should be some way to speed that up. It's really slow. There we go. Nice. We got fuel. We're gonna take off to Earth. Launch would just be like, well, you're here. Oh, we're taking off. And it should launch the satellite. We'll have to see. Little satellite launching mission here. Luckily, this rocket's really fast. Look, we're already here. We already made it to Earth. Wasn't that a fun adventure? Can I jump out? I die. No, it just take forever to get back. Actually, no. I'm still... Oh no, I'm at y equals 800 right now. I'm jumping around. 800, 700, 900, 800. Yeah, you could see I'm jumping. Not letting me fall. Now we're falling. I think we fall so fast that the game's like, well, you're falling through the ground, so we gotta reset you. Or it thinks you're falling too fast. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. But I think it launched the satellite. There's no longer a satellite in the bay. Oh man. Oh man. Satellite terminal. Okay. 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 Did this work? Did we lose it? Is it gone forever? Connect. What does that mean? We connected to it. It's up there somewhere. It's got 2K worth of data. Give data. No, it doesn't want to give data. Some random, I don't want some random data. Can I clear? Reset? I have data. I don't know what I do with it now. Cool. You can take the data out by clicking the connect button. Select data storage unit, click on the arrow pointing down. We've done that. What do I do with that data? This might be a dumb idea. Might be a dumb idea. Gonna be a while before we can find out. Hey, you should be here. Did I set that to input, not output? I think I set that to input, not output. Yeah, okay. That was my bad. It is now doing the thing. Okay. Well, it cleared out a pretty big card. 59 by 62. Pretty arbitrary numbers, but I plotted out the space and it seemed appropriate sized. I'm not going to reveal exactly what we're doing yet, but it's going to be pretty exciting. I'm going to say that much. It'll take a lot of space. Oh no, water. It actually worked pretty well. It's still flowing, but that worked pretty darn well. Well darn. Not see this here. I'm so glad I found this. Mode switch. Okay. I'm doing these columns here. But there's modes. Vertical column. Oh, it's going to save me so much time. Boom. Not quite the whole thing, but pretty close. And viola, just like that. Nice and easy. Plug up this hole over here. Stop at the rain from getting in. We have ourselves a new room. This room is pretty big. It's 60 by 60. It's actually 61 by 61. And it's like, what, 13 blocks tall. It's a nice, big, open space. And I do have a cable floor where the cables run. You might be wondering, why? Why are you doing this? What's the evil master plan? Well, I'm gonna show you. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you. And then probably tell you. Boom. It's a rocket pad. So this is not even the biggest by a long shot. Well, actually, the platform's almost as big. This is a 15 by 15 launch pad. The biggest you can do is 16 by 16, but this is a odd spaced room, so it would not fit in the middle. And it's only 24 blocks tall. You can go up to 64, more than twice this. Problem with I then run into like running out of space up here. Right now it goes to, what is this? 73. So I'd be able to go up to 103. So it'd end up coming up to here. That's like the whole chute. I don't think I'm gonna make rockets that tall. If I do, I can just make it a little bigger. But this is essentially going to be my rocket bay. I'm gonna have more than just this launch pad here. I'm gonna have smaller ones for launching like satellites and stuff. That's the kind of thing that got me thinking to it. It's like, oh, I need a launch pad for a satellite. I need multiple launch pads. Let's bury them in a mountain and have like rocket chutes just popping out of everywhere. So this one wasn't the ideal situation, location, because it kind of didn't fit perfectly square. I'll have to make this look more like a mountain in the back. But it's a chute. It goes all the way up. It's nice and big. Could build a nice big rocket on it. And this is going to be the main launch pad. I'm probably going to have at least 4, maybe 5 more launch pads just in this area. I'm going to have ME access down here. It's going to be great. And any rocketry based stuff I'm going to do in this place. I also have a thing to run cables on. So you want to know where it is, by the way, it is right over here. So I just have a little dropout thing to get over here. I need to put a floor on the walk through here so I don't fall, but that's where the cables will run. And then it's going to be good. So this says power. I can build a rocket on it. It's going to be pretty easy. I kind of want to just take my rocket from up here that I disassembled and put it back over here because it's not doing anything now. It doesn't have it's not a rocket anymore. There's no builder. It looks so small compared to the size of this thing. It's a teeny tiny rocket. Great advantage of the tank in here. Not sure what happened there. Where's that block? Should be a. I had to rebuild this from memory. I don't think it came out perfectly. You know, this tank, that tin block there. This tank up here. I don't think it came out perfectly, is what I had before. But should work. The great advantage of this, it's a nice big area, so it's a lot of blocks to scan. I'm not even going to scan it because that'd take too long. We're just going to go to build. There it goes. I just want you to look at this right now. How slow that's moving. There it is. There it goes. Too high up to even do the thing anymore. Yeah. It takes a little bit. It's the big area. I don't know if this is actually doing like calculations as it goes, or if this is just for show and to say, hey, you got a big launch pad. You have to wait a little while now, but it's taken a and time lapse. All right, just about done now. A little bit more. And it's like construction failed. That'd be awful. That took a few minutes. That's not quick. But hopefully it works. Can't complete. It's all built. I got the fueling station here. I had to run a cable through the floor, but I think I can put a cover on it. Fine. Got a link to. You get the little line? Yeah, I still get the this weird little glowing line between them. Destination NA. I probably need this chip here. Go into what's the guidance computer, put in the chip, and then select destination. Still only go to the moon. Yeah, we still just have the moon. Be nice to go to more, but that's how we got right now. Fuel is getting there. I wouldn't want to take off with this little fuel, but we could try out the new launch pad. That's great view of the sky. Let it fuel up a little bit. That's enough. That's pretty cool. When coming out of the mountain like that, it's pretty neat. Then of course we sink through the ship because the ship's too fast. We land on the moon, and hopefully I have enough fuel to get back. I should. I should. If I don't, we have a real problem. Yeah, I'll have enough. Not enough for 2 trips, but enough for this 1 trip. Yeah, look at our Y over here. It's going 800, 900, 800, 800. It is following the altitude over here. But I don't know why it's being like that. Oop. Back. Is this still where I landed the first time? I don't have a waypoint anymore. No, I landed over there. I guess I did move my launch site, so that makes sense. Ah, right. Back to Earth. Yeah. Be nice if I could zoom. I want to get a good further out view of the rocket, but all I get is this close-up view. I do kind of want to see what this looks like. This looks like the moon. The descension. Oh, space. Yeah. I suppose you could fuel it now if you don't have the fuel to descend yet. Whee! Nope. Get out. Yeah, you can see the... Actually, I want to see it coming in. Smoke trail going in. That's pretty cool. I like it. Like I said, there's going to be more than 1 launch pad. This is the primary launch pad. It can hold whatever dang size rocket we please. It's probably going to be something really big because I don't know how far away the planets we have to go to or how much thruster stuff we need. It might change depending on the rocket you build, but this will be more than enough space. And then I'll have smaller ones for like satellite launchers or rockets that have specific missions. They'll have smaller pads just kind of scattered throughout this place. And they will launch out of the mountain. And I am thinking about putting like a door on the top of this, you know, because if it starts raining, I don't want to get rain in here. It's no fun. There was something called a drawbridge in early FTB packs, and that would be perfect here, but that doesn't exist now. I think really the only way to do it is a builder. A builder block and have a builder and a destroyer, and just, I want to open it so the builder fills it in. I want to close it so the builder empties it out, or vice versa, whichever. I think that's the only way to do it. I don't know how I feel about that. It'd be nice if there was a better way. If you know a better way, let me know. I'd like to have a door. Can't be flooding. All right, did a little bit more work around the base and added a new little system here. Check it out. It's a tube. It's actually a viaduct. And I have the whole base now viaducted together. Well, essentially, not the whole base, but most of the base. The big reason I wanted this is I now have easy access to the launch bay from way over here. We'll go one floor at a time. The blue floor is the blue floor right here. Little hole in the wall. Down another floor to the green floor. Just the vertical pipe just sticking up because the green floor doesn't really... It's not meant to be a pretty floor. It's meant to be a you should never have to come here floor, even though I come here way more than I should. Yellow floor is a charge thing to get here. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Here's the yellow floor. It's another tube, but it's kind of in the corner at least. You see the duct going to the sky. Down to the... Oh, we'll go straight to the launch bay from here. I'll go to the upper. Here we go. Charging up. Whee. So it doesn't... When you look at it, it doesn't actually feel that fast. Like, it feels like I get here faster by walking. I actually haven't done a quick speed comparison yet. Yeah, it's... Flying in my jetpack's about 5 times faster than the charged Viaduct speed. Problem is, I don't fly in my jetpack everywhere. I'd get here, I'd walk over here, and then I'd maybe do this, fly, and fly straight up. Then when I get here, I have to kind of like pump my jetpack a little bit so I don't hit the ceiling, or turn on hover mode, which takes a long time, it's annoying. But this is much nicer. So, we have regular viaducts, which are surprisingly more expensive than this long stuff. These are long-range viaducts. And long-range viaducts are twice as fast, but you need to put linked ones at the end. So I have a link here and a link there, and when I hit here, I charge up, then zoom down this at double speed to get to the other linked one. I don't think you can branch, so I can't have like 3 linked ones here going to 3 linked ones down there. I think it's just 1-to-1, but that's okay because you could split off outside of it. And these long-range ones here are ridiculously cheap. Each one block is half of a hardened glass and half of a lead ingot. So it's really not that bad. These viaducts, though, are a bit more expensive because they take, what is it called? They take Zephyrian aerothium. This stuff, which is aerothium dust in a magma crucible. Aerothium dust comes from blitz powder. I haven't found any blitz yet. So the way I get blitz powder is actually like this. I use not niter, but saltpeter. This stuff. I use saltpeter to get blitz powder. The saltpeter comes from soul sand. I get the soul sand from sand in an atomic reconstructor. So I go sand, soul sand, saltpeter, blitz dust, and then I can make this stuff. And I have a little bit left over. I could make a few more of these viaducts, but the long range ones, they're just so much easier to make these ones. And they go twice as fast. So the reason I have these here is not really to go between floors. I mean, I could come here and say, take me up to the purple floor, and it'd do it. It's fine. But at the same time, I could have just stood on here and gone bloop, 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 and be down there. Going up's a little slower, but still, it's much faster to do it that way. The big reason is getting over to there. And if I were to just have one here that goes there, it would be a 2-step process where if I'm on the purple floor, I have to come down to here and then get in the thing. So this is much simpler. Wasn't that expensive, just took a little bit of time. And it kind of cleans the place up. I think I've used these before back in Infinity Evolved to get to one of my faraway bases. But I think it actually took power back then. These linking viaducts took power to charge up. So it wasn't the best. They don't take power right now. It's just free. It's just free to go wherever. And it's pretty cool. Something else I made to help make them is I got some fluid crafters over here. These fluid crafters are provided via export buses of respective fluid, and they're just used to make their respective blend. So I can make some lumium blend or some xinderium or signalum. I can make all these really easy by just dumping in the dust. Then once it's dumped in, I just dump it here, and I get tons of the ingot. I think I made a bunch of inderium. That's not a ton, but it's an annoying thing to make. So having it made easier is nice. I think that's everything I got to show you. Yeah, most of my time honestly went to building this launch bay over here, and I actually really like how it turned out. I used pretty much factory blocks for the walls and the ceiling, and it's just chiseled them, but I think it's nice. And have the ability to make some really awesome, massive rockets. I think there's a point when it's just like, why would you make them this big anymore? We're going to go well past that point. And then I also have plenty of floor space to have multiple launch pads. It's going to be great. I have wiring under the floor. I'm excited. And we can do stuff with satellites. I already read all this. But that's the ultimate goal. I really don't feel like reading any more quests though. So we're going to call the episode here. We got a launch bay. We got some viaducts. I think that's a good amount of progress. Next time, we'll probably be building some more little launch pads around here to launch some satellite rockets that just are essentially told to go up, release satellites, and then come back down. I don't know if I need more than one of those, but at least one would be good. We're going to do that. And maybe we'll build a bigger rocket. I don't think so, because I'm fine with this one for now. Definitely going to build a bigger rocket at some point. But yeah, thanks for watching as always. I'll see you in the next episode.